Hey, what's cracking YouTube? It is I, Christian Steele, and if I did the framing right, you should see Albert Einstein right above my left shoulder. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Fresh Ideas. This week, I have a fresh idea about how to change your life.
Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern.
You're still here, that means you want a fresh idea about how to change your life, and I've got one for you. It's simple, and it can be done in 3 simple steps. Step number 1. Make a list. Step number 2, make a choice. And step number 3, make a change. So what do I exactly mean when I talk about make a list? Well, look, it requires you to sit down and ask yourself the question, what is it that you want to change? You know, I'm sure there's a lot of different parts of your life that you want to change, but it's important that you get focused. I've learned over the years, for me, making a list is really helpful. So with this list, let's say you want to make a change in your life, but you don't exactly know what to change. Here's my suggestion. Start off with a simple list that lists out your day, your routine. Write that list out. It shouldn't take too long. Now if you've made this list, you're going to read this list and you want to evaluate this, which is going to bring you to step 2. Make a choice. You need to organize your list. Maybe even create some categories about the list that help you group different parts of your list into different categories. Maybe something as simple as like necessity, luxury, or something as simple as like I love to do this every day, I don't really like to do this every day. Break your list down into these 2 categories and then group everything in those categories. Now it's time to evaluate that list, because you just made some new lists. Focus on the list of things that you don't like to do every day. Now in that list, what are some things that you have to commit to? In other words, you can't change because it involves maybe some other part of your life or a commitment you've already made, work, school, taking care of a parent, taking care of a child. These are some of the things that you just have to do. But then look closely and be open-minded, because you're going to have to find one part of that list that is open for change. Because that's how you're going to get to step 3. Make a change. As hard as it might feel or seem to change one part of your daily routine, it's important that you at least try and experiment to discover the ways necessary to make this change. You looked at this video because you wanted to make a change in your life. I don't know what part of your life you want to change, but what I can tell you that has worked for me, whenever I wanted to make a change in my life, it all started with reflection and something as simple as making a list. Once you make the choice of that one thing that you're willing to change in your daily routine, then it just comes down to you. Self-discipline and commitment. Start the next day and commit to this change. Even if there's a bunch of mistakes along the way and you learn the hard way, some things are really hard to change about a certain detail of your life, do it again the next day. And do it again the next day, and it will get easier. And the mistakes that you made the first time, you won't make those mistakes again until it becomes second nature. And now you've added this part to your day. And when you reflect on it over the course of 2-3 weeks, you'll see that you just changed your life. Now, did it make your life better? That's for you to decide. And every single time you make a change in your life, you will always have to evaluate that change and determine if it's made your life better or worse. Because that's truly the thing that's scary about change, is the result. We don't know what the result's going to be. So once you have determined what that result is, evaluate it. And then make a new list. Thanks so much for tuning in to Fresh Ideas. I certainly hope you found some value in my suggestions today. I'm truly grateful to all the subscribers. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button right next to the subscribe. Oh, and if you did like what I said here, like the button on the YouTube page, not just all the other different like options, Facebook and Instagram and hearts and this and that. That's it for another episode of Fresh Ideas. Stay tuned, they come out in a week.